G'day everyone, welcome. Let's check out A Myth of Empires. So this game is a multiplayer sandbox game set in 3rd century China, featuring a 64 square kilometer map and survival features. Go around, gather resources, craft gear, hunt animals, build a settlement. You can farm, you can tame and breed horses and recruit NPCs as followers and put them to work or bring them along to fight with you. Let's start here with the character customization. This is fairly in-depth. The game is currently, this is early alpha, so nowhere near being ready to be released yet. But so far, you can make some pretty cool characters. You can make them fairly in-depth. And this will obviously be expanded upon more closer to release. Currently looking at pretty good. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of different options here. You can adjust like pretty much every feature, and then there's a few hair options as well. This is going to be our character here. She's looking alright. Bam, let's go. So it follows the usual survival game style where you go around and gathering resources, hitting rocks to get the rocks and stone, and then smashing down trees to get some wood. That sort of style game. But this one goes a lot further with a really in-depth research path here of like different skills. So as you're doing any action in the game, you get player experience where you then can unlock different research items such as buildings or weapons and all sorts of different things. And then there's all these different individual experiences that you get as well. So when you craft stuff, you gain experience, or when you hunt an animal, you're getting experience for that skill as well, and then you get certain bonuses for those individual skills. So it goes pretty in depth as well. There's all sorts of different options that you can do. You can train up, you can choose which one you want to train and go for it. So this is the big research tree. So there's different tiers. As you move along the game, as you level up, you can unlock more things, you get more points, and things unlock as well. There's like a ton of different things here that we can create. From weapons, armor, farming gear, settlements, and we can also you can make a guild or join a guild, you can play with your mates. I think this game is going to have a strong focus on guilds, and there's a little bit of a quest tree to get you started as well, which is always handy. And this is where you can find the NPCs that you've got following you, and also your horses. Let's check out a little bit of the building here. Going to make a fairly simple base for our very beginner base. Going to be 4 foundations, nice and easy. It actually does take a fair while to gather up some resources to build these, so didn't want to go crazy and make something too big to begin with. Not as a solo player. So it's got like the fairly standard, you build your foundations, you build your walls around, a sort of style. Which is fine, it works out well. Chuck up these walls. Yeah, placement's a little bit wonky. There we go. And then you can also choose like different frames. So we'll make a wooden door frame or a fence or whatever, but we need a door frame there. I feel like these walls need to be a little bit taller though. You'll see what I mean when we put this ceiling up. Alright, so I'm just waiting for this fire to finish building. And then we can chuck down a little fireplace as well. Use that for cooking. So we'll chuck down our fireplace. And then we also need a bed. I think I crafted one of those already. Yep. We can just chuck this down. That'll be our spawn point. There we go. Oh, yep. Alright, so let's build our ceiling. And then you'll see what I mean when I think these walls are a little bit too short. Because you can build a ladder and have like a ceiling hatch, which I'm going to do in one of the corners to make like a second level. But then you sort of get stuck under the ceiling if you're doing that. See, like it's really It's really tight. But like I want to use the ceiling as like a second level. I'll make like a hatch. But yeah, then it's like way too small. So yeah, this is our little house. Not much, but it's home for now. As you're traveling around the map, you can find a whole bunch of different random NPCs. This is like a little NPC encampment here. Pretty sure these guys are not very friendly. So some of them will be friendly and you can recruit them. These guys want to be a bit dickish. Along with that, you can also come across these sort of things. Like this is a mine. So if you spend a ton of resources, which I'll show you once we get over here, you can turn this into a mine to use. But this is like really expensive, like 200 copper. But we'll take these branches, some free branches. But yeah, you can build a mine as well, and there's other different areas like that. This is the horse taming. You go around, we use our rope, we hop on the horse. And it's sort of like a little mini game where we like fighting against the horse for a bit to tame it. We need the yellow bar to get right up to the top. So as we progress through this little mini game, the red meter will fill up randomly as well, and if it fills right to the top, you're gonna fall off. So you have to like spam the left and right key buttons on your mouse to stop that. We'll see that in just a sec here. Just do a little bit of taming. Yes, now we need to spam the button, otherwise we're gonna get kicked off the horse, and then you have to do it all over again. You can see on the left there that our taming skill is also increasing by doing this, which is pretty cool. You got a whole bunch of different skills to train. This horse is almost ours. There's another one that I've already tamed, and I've upgraded the base a bit now. Almost there. We've got a little stable as well, which is beautiful white one's going to go in. You can breed horses, so we can mate our horses and get a new one. Bam, got our horsey. We bring our horse over to the stable, and then you can just chuck them in there. Good horsies. All the horses have different stats as well, so some of them are faster, some of them have more stamina, etc. So you can, it's really, really in-depth actually. It's really cool. So along with that, there's also fairly in-depth farming as well. So we have a whole bunch of different things here. We've got wheat and what's the other one we got there? It doesn't matter. Anyway, we have to hit the soil to get a looseness of the soil up to a certain percentage. For these low-level crops, it needs to be at least 30%. The higher ones obviously needing that. And this takes actually quite a long time to get that up to 30% just by hitting it. It's fairly labor-intensive. But we can also fertilize the soil as well to help the growth. And you put water on it as well, which is good with this farm because it's close to a river, so I can easily get some water for it. That's right, I've got hemp growing here because hemp's really hard to get. Normally you're getting it from like the bushes. This is all of our crops so far. They're almost grown. About 3/4 of the way there. Got some good hemp. We got some whole bunch of wheat, which is going to be good for our horses. Give them some food. I think we've got some rice there as well. This is also a pretty cool feature. You can do a whole bunch of different farming. And a little bit of combat here against one of the NPCs. I've got an NPC follower. Turns out this guy was actually a lot stronger than what I thought. I went in here with a club because I wanted to capture him. You can capture these guys and then take them back to your base and effectively torture them into following you. But this guy was a bit too much to handle and I'm really slowed down. My inventory is really full. I was sort of screwed here. Not much I could really do against this guy. My follower was not fighting either, so I'm like trying to use the commands here to like get them to fight. You can command your followers around to do all sorts of different things, but this guy was too good. GG to him. Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked this brief look. There's a lot to this game that I haven't covered here. It is very guild focused. I'm not in a guild, I'm just a solo player. And there's also tons of levels to unlock and I haven't done I think I'm level 18 at the moment. I think level 60 is the cap, so there's a fair way to go. It takes a while. But take care everyone. I'll see you again soon in another video.